We're talking the Miami Hurricanes. It was a big visit weekend as they return home. They got back in the win column against Stanford, another big ACC matchup for the Canes, and they had some big visitors on campus. Let's start with an official visit. Wide receiver Milan Paris has been a hot name since his decommitment from Iowa State. He's really had a great fall season, and that's why his recruitment has heated up. We saw him at Oregon recently. Now, this weekend, he was down in Miami for an official visit. What are you hearing about wide receiver Milan Paris?
Well, that's who I think it's coming down to, Miami and Oregon. And Miami was one of the programs first to get on him when he was committed to Iowa State. And I think those relationships, the offense, the consistency, and Kevin Beard and his track record, Miami is a program that is definitely trending up. Talked to some people that spent time with Milan Paris over the weekend, and they thought it went well, and he was returning home, and they'll continue to push hard for him.
Okay. There are some other big names that we're going to hit on. Defensive lineman Isaiah Broughton. He is a recent UNLV decommitment, but he goes 6'4", 310 pounds, and there's a lot of teams looking for defensive line help. But Miami, are they the team to beat here for Broughton?
Yeah, I think he's Miami's to lose. Sam Spiegelman, our colleague, has already predicted Isaiah Broughton to Miami. He's visiting Houston this weekend, and I think Houston is an intriguing program with the way they're playing and some of the things that they're able to accomplish with coveted in-state targets. But Miami, I think, is setting the tone for Broughton right now through 2 visits.
All right, that's a big recruitment because these defensive linemen don't grow on trees. There's not a whole lot of 6'4", 310 out there. All right, let's move on to another position of need for Miami. Edge Draquin, fresh off that decommitment a couple weeks ago to Clemson. He showed up at Tennessee. He showed up at Ohio State. We know you have a prediction in there for Texas, but this weekend, Edge Draquin down at Miami.
Yeah, those are the programs that I would give the edge right now. But seeing him pop up at Miami shows the genuine interest he has in the Hurricanes. And we know that Mario Cristobal, Jason Taylor, this Miami program can close fast on a prospect. And 42-7, dominant fashion, defense making plays. Jason Taylor, NFL Hall of Famer, Mario Cristobal. Miami, do they become a program to watch for Draquin? We'll see.
I mean, they're probably a program to watch as it stands now. Whether or not they're going to be a favorite, we'll talk about that later. We know, though, Miami is trying to finish with a bang at the edge position because between Draquin and Anthony Tank Jones, they're taking some big swings. We've seen this before, landing Marquise Lightfoot, among others. Miami has the ability to finish strong. They have the season going right now the way that they want it. So we'll see what happens at the edge position, but that's where I'm watching for some fireworks. What else are you watching right now when it comes to Miami Hurricane recruiting?
Well, they had 4-star tight end Gavin Mueller on campus. He's our number 7 ranked tight end in the country in the Rivals 300 rankings. He's committed to Colorado, and he was looking to visit either Miami or LSU going into the weekend. Chose Miami. I talked to his agent, Clint Crossgrove, who said it was a great trip. Colorado obviously didn't play very well on Saturday, and LSU coaching change. Miami sounds like it went very well, and their program trending up for Gavin Mueller. Running back is still a position where Miami would like to add in this class. Amari Latimer is a name that we need to talk about more with the Hurricanes. I think there's some genuine interest in Miami for the Wisconsin commit. Ohio State, I recently predicted for them to flip Amari Latimer, and they're on the gas, but Miami and Tennessee are 2 others I'm keeping an eye on for the Peach State product. Then, of course, you got Derek Cooper. He was in town again for the Louisville game a couple weeks ago. He's committed to Texas. Dialogue continues with Miami. That's one of those modern recruitments. We'll see where Miami pours its resources down the stretch, who they're in on, what their portal plans are, roster retention, and all of that. But Derek Cooper is still out there for Miami as well.
All right.
And Jackson Cantwell being back. Talk to Cantwell, number 1 player in the Rivals rankings, was back on campus around Cristobal and Mirabal, and said he can't wait to be there in a few months for good, living there, preparing next season.
Yeah, really cool seeing Jackson Cantwell make it to a Miami game. Number 1 offensive tackle in America. He's going to fit right in on that physical offensive line that Mario Cristobal is building. Miami fans, talk to Steve and I. How you guys feeling about the season? How you feeling about recruiting? How you feeling about these top targets down the stretch? Who is your priority flip target? Let us know. Comment section below.